Hello, hello, hello. Welcome. Whenever you find this, it is early morning where I am at. I've been getting the pull to tune in and hop on and express and share with all of you for a while this morning. But it wasn't quite ready until this moment. So thank you for tuning in. I trust that if this, let's see, is it going? Yes, okay. I trust that if this video finds you, that it is meant for you in some way, either for you to hear, to integrate into your life, or to understand something deeper that's going on in your life. I trust the divine unfoldment in that. And I'm not quite clear on what to exactly bring in this morning, but I'm going to take a couple moments, however long it takes, and tuning in, inviting you to do the same, allowing yourself to open to the breath and letting your awareness guide your way in what's, in this present moment for you, in a way to ground in, activate your divine awareness and connect however it is that you do. And I will come and share as it's channeled and when it's ready. So with that, in your own way, just tune into your breath, ground into the moment, and open your awareness to what's there for us collectively right now. Tending to the fires within. least for myself personally, and anyone who may be finding themselves on a similar path. And there's a lot of activity to do in the external world. Sometimes my energetic system, my internal fire can get a little dysregulated and noisy. So making it a knowing, in present moment knowing, like when it's happening, just to give grace and compassion, because we do live in this physical world, and in being in the physical world is part of what we're here for. But as we're tuning in and tapping into our energetic bodies in different ways than we have in the past, as parts of us are waking up inside, breathing in and opening up that crown, that 1,000-petal lotus, right? Those 1,000 channels in the body. Coming back in to connection with them. They can't be all awake that much out in the physical world yet. As you walk the journey, those channels wake up, and it's a point of harmonization and integration. Relearning how to engage and interact and be in the physical world as new aspects awaken. That multi-dimensional being that we are. So many ways we can sense, like nature, right? In a plant, it feels everything. Doesn't have the distortion of this human life, right? It's a plant. It survives by being a plant, and it has all its aspects turned on. As we've evolved, those aspects of ours have not been utilized like they used to be, and now is time to open them up if they're being called to, trusting your process in your way. You will be shown the divinity as it's opening. Trust. The divine path, surrender. It can be confusing, but that is the path of true surrender and trust and faith in something bigger than yourself. Whatever you call that energy, the divine source, spirit, God, creator. Being the conscious observer, watching as each of those 1,000 petals open up in your inner awareness, that introception, learning the awareness of you, your body, that biofeedback that's happening. Without your conscious awareness, but is sure helpful if your conscious awareness is in tune, is in communication, in connection. Conscious awareness, conscious of even being conscious. Play in that space. Observe and witness. Ask and listen. It is not for the faint of heart. Trust your path. If the energy is chaotic, use the breath to calm it. If it is peaceful and calm, float in it. If it is deep and heavy, breathe through it. Let your breath be like the internal weather, shifting and transforming. Breathing in to those spaces and places, fully observing them, and exhaling. And let your awareness show you how it should transform. See in your mind's eye it transforming. Let your mind's eye show you it transforming. You will feel it. Trust what you feel. Listen to what you feel. Breathe into what you feel. Allow what you feel. That energetic cleanup, that emotional regulation within the body, within the nervous system. Sometimes some tapping and touching. Connect with you. Once you're in that space of peace and stillness, bring to the table. Even allow in your mind's eye, like you're sitting with the divine, and bring to the table all the aspects, all the things you're wanting, some clarity, some understanding, some guidance, some direction on. Bring it to the divine and set it on the table. Hand each one over to the divine. Send it off in the breath. For each one, breathe into fullness and send it off with the breath to the divine. Breathe into each one until you feel each one is surrendered over. That could be one breath, that could be 10 breaths. Just feel, let your awareness guide you. Go through each item. You can ask if you're unsure, is this complete? Yes or no. If you haven't figured out your inner yes or no yet, DM me, message me, and I will give you some resources, or schedule a session with me and I will introduce you to yours. Powerful tool. So until you get a yes for completeness, if you know, otherwise just trust if you don't know how to ask. A complete finished is also just a knowing. Sometimes it's clear, sometimes it's not. The unpacking of why is the next step, and that can take some time. If this is a practice that's speaking to you and you want some assistance in how to navigate that mind and get it out of the way to receive your messages, I can work with you on that. It takes a practice. I work in my one-on-ones with tuning you into you and acting as that mediator, so you don't have to go between the mind and the tuned in awareness, your inner awareness. Sometimes transitioning between the two takes a muscle that you build, and I'm here to help you with that. All the information is in my bio. knowing the divine always has your back is very important. Our nervous system can not always feel that way, so that's where it can take practices like these to reset and reintegrate back into that knowing, that remembering when sometimes in the process things are starting to move out of your life. They're no longer aligned, and to change they have to transform, and that those physical transformations in the world can be uncomfortable. It can be a change that feels very scary. Not to diminish that human part of us that of course, my sweet, you would be scared. Allowing space for that to sit with each item. Maybe it doesn't feel like it's complete in the body handed off, but the spirit does have it. And you might need to take longer periods of time to come to a space of peace in your body around each one of the items if you're handing over to the divine. So just noticing as you're handing them over if the body's starting to react and respond. Giving grace and saying, okay, divine, you have it. That is complete, and I'll work with, my nervous system and my body reactions after. That might be getting on your yoga mat. That might be, stretching. That might be a vibration table. That might be standing on those nail boards. I forget the name at this point. My mind is tucked away for the moment, and it's just channeling that to find your way to release in the body. Our awareness is one aspect. Our emotions is another aspect that may need to flow. Our physical body, they all contribute. That holistic, full body, 1,000 petals of awareness. Maybe you're asking for awareness or energy to complete something in the physical world. Bringing the ideas into form, right? That's a whole nother aspect. What's the barrier between using this time to understand? Maybe it's not time because it's not ready in the physical world to be received. Maybe it's divinely orchestrated in needing to be done in a specific time or a specific way, and it's all not ready. Or maybe it's up there and there's an aspect that hasn't quite clicked into place. Trust the process. If there's noise and there's confusion or there's dis-ease around it, it's to be sat with and cleared. And the wisdom and the knowing and the action comes naturally after you get the awareness and the knowing. tapping back into flow. The mind can be like, do this, do this, do this. Or you've been given awareness about various things and it percolates back there like, should I be doing that? Or is it not ready? Beautiful space to ask, hand it over to the divine and ask. Listen, receive. Sometimes the energy just needs to move and get out of the way, right? Sometimes when it's not completely flowing, it feels like it's just stuck there, like reverberating in an annoying way. Get into the body, shake it out, dance it out, move it and groove it, and it will come. Or maybe you need to sleep. Trust. Once they're all handed over, letting your body fully release, like let it go. I like to seal it with some sort of sound. Express it. Right? Let it go. Let it echo out into the heavens. And it is so, right? Trust the unfoldment into the physical world after a practice like that. If you're not sure what to do next as you flow into your day, and it's a moment of tuning back in. Where should I go now? What pops into your awareness? And the tasks just kind of go. And when you're in that flow, things just evolve and unfold as they're meant to. And when you have to, jump out of that space, really question, can I take this flow with me? Our physical world, we're integrating this idea into the physical world now. We've been conditioned for too long to be in the grind, in the productivity, the go chaos. And for those of you on this path, you're being tuned into the divine flow of creativity, of present moment awareness. That is where everything lives. Not in the past, not in the future. Yes, that contributes, but in the present moment, you're in that river of life. And like I said, sometimes when it's easy to live this within your little bubble, but now it's, you know, to be integrated further and further out, and to be shared, and to be an example, and for those that are also coming online to this way of being. Humanity, in my opinion, is being forced to embrace these aspects because life's too chaotic out there otherwise, and more are interested and you know, curious, and making choices that really align with more peace and calm and connection with the self, their connection with others, and working in a different way. And so if you're on that path, wherever you are on your journey, if you have been doing it for a while, and I'm just a vessel here to sit with and be affirmed, like, oh, I'm not alone, I'm here. If you are new to it and you're like, I'm curious, I'm here for that. Or if you're somewhere in between in the struggles, and life is a journey. It's beautiful to be that conscious awareness in the flow of life. So feels like completeness for me right now. I could just ramble otherwise, and it doesn't really feel organized enough to do that. So I'm going to feel like that's complete, and thank you for listening and tuning in. If you want to connect with me, my information is in the description of the video. If this was of value and you want to support, there's ways there, or book a one-on-one. I would love to connect with anyone who feels called. With that, many blessings. Mwah.